Hey, what's going on, guys? Gamestradamus here, bringing you part 2 of the Walk With Me series, where I go over multiplayer maps. This first segment is on Modern Warfare 2, and as part 2, I am covering Underpass. Now, Underpass is a short, medium-range map. It's not one of my favorites, but it's not a bad one. Just wanted to show you a couple key spots on this. One is up here. That's kind of a nice spot. You can get a good vantage point here, and especially if you're trying to cover point B, I think it is, on domination, it should be sitting like right here. This bottom area here is, I don't know, at times there can be a lot of traffic, but I find most of the time it sticks to the other side of the map. But, you know, if you can sit like right up here in this little nook, you can kind of get a good vantage spot on this little wall here, and if there's a sniper sitting up top. You also have cover from, you know, if there's a bunch of grenades being thrown from over here, you know, and there's a lot of fire, you can kind of get out of the way and then wait for people to kind of run by. Also, if people are coming the other direction, sitting behind this car is pretty nice. But just watch out if, you know, someone throws a grenade or there's a lot of fire on it, because it'll blow up. And it'll blow up you with it. And that would defeat the purpose. So another good little spot here is if you're kind of coming up here, and a lot of this depends on how the spawning happens on the map, and that's one thing you really need to watch is the radar and how the other team is spawning and in reference to where your team is. But if you can kind of come up here, you can, from like if this team was spawning on this side, you know, attacking over here is a great spot. You know, if someone's like, I find a lot of people hide in this little corner sometimes. This is a great spot to get up on it. You know, for those of you who snipe, you can kind of get on this too and try to pick out people in these windows. But, you know, not the strongest of spots, but just something really quick. If you're coming up this angle and you know you need to U around and get people on that side, that's a good one. Another thing over here I find is a huge traffic zone. I would not be sitting on one of these walls. You're just easy picking because people look like, especially like this corner here or this corner here, you're going to die soon. Especially because you can't really see like over here, and there'll be snipers in this window. It's kind of hard to see them. But a lot of people will come up on this little back thing here, and they'll jump up here and snipe, which can be a good vantage point, but you can also be picked off there because it's a high traffic zone. Another thing which is kind of nice is you can get over to here, and from up here, which a lot of people know about, I feel like, from up here you can get a pretty good vantage point across, you know, and you can kind of not really get that backside, but that's a good little spot, and you also kind of have cover. You can kind of duck down into it. Back here's not a lot of traffic, but you need to watch this corner here because a lot of people will be throwing grenades down here and stuff, and especially if you're coming from like over here facing this direction, just throwing a grenade down this way if there's guys spawning on this side will usually result in you getting a kill or two. So let's continue on to the other side of the map. This is probably my favorite side. Another thing over here is people like to get up on this and you can snipe, which is another good vantage point, but you are out in the open, so I don't really advise that. This is pretty much what I do on this map. The other spawning point is kind of on this side, like around here. So I'll immediately run over here and get up on this side. And also you can go in this building. There's a door right here. And from there you can go up and you can get on this ledge, which you can get across. You're kind of out in the open, but some people like to do that. And also running up here, this is a good spot to sit, I feel like, because you can get this and these guys, but you can also just duck away and get out of here. Where on this side, you have to kind of go around these little buildings right here before you can get away, which kind of leaves you open. But anyway, so I come right up here, and if I have claymores, which I usually do, I'll set one like right here facing this way, because when people jump over this, they can't see it at all, and once they've executed A, they're dead. So that's a great spot. Also placing them like right here, you know, when people run through this window, or even like right here. This spot is also a great vantage point. You can kind of get these windows and stuff. But, you know, a lot of people try to aim for this, so you have to watch out. You know, and from here you can get this across. But also you can jump up here, you know, if you're playing domination and you're trying to capture A, or they're spawning on this side, this is a little window and it's hard for them to see you. So great spot to come to. But anyway, back to my favorite spot. You know, when you're coming around this corner in the beginning, sometimes there'll be people that come here, so you kind of have to watch that, or in this window. So you might want to sit here for just like 30 seconds and see. But there's a ladder here, which not many people notice. And from the ladder, you can get up on this roof. The other way is right here. So there's only 2 ways up here. So it's easier for you to defend and claymore. But if you get up on this roof, you pretty much have a vantage point of most of the map, at least on this side. And you know, you're out in the open, and snipers can see you, especially with thermal. But if you can, like, you know, like use this thing for cover, or if they're spawning on this side, use this tree as cover to block you, and you can kind of shoot through, or you can shoot down this way. It's just an amazing vantage point. But you know, you are in the open, so just be aware of that. That when you kill people, they'll know where you are, and you need to relocate on the roof. So if I kill a couple people here, I'll immediately, once I get a clearing, move back. Because when they respawn, you can guarantee that they are going to either grenade that spot or just start shooting. And, you know, you can get picked off. But, you know, obviously there's many ways off the roof, and you can just jump down. And also, people will come in here, and they'll try to shoot across and whatever. And you can kind of, you know, shoot them from up on top through the roof. Now, on this map, you also have to be aware of kill streaks. Also, that's a great spot too. That's kind of a good spot to lay a chopper gunner down. If you're on this roof, you can just jump down here, and then you can get in this little building. I have yet to see somebody in there. But anyway, back to what I was saying before with kill streaks and stuff. You want to watch laying out like Harriers or precision strikes, that kind of thing, because there's these overpasses. And so if people are like back here, but especially over on this side, I find a lot of people will spawn like right over here. If you lay that out, a lot of times this overpass will take the heat, and it will not get through. So I like to place like my Harriers and stuff right about like around here and hope that it floats over. But more importantly, if they're on this side, just dropping it like right around here is great, because it'll just float to whatever side. And that's a really nice spot. So also, if I come on from this side, what I like to do is run straight up and through to this window. And from here, you can pick off the guys that are sitting here, and if there's a sniper up there. And you know, you can kind of do it at this angle where it's hard for them to see you, or people running across. You know, and I'll claymore like right here. So that's a really good little traffic zone. The other great spot on this map, which obviously a lot of snipers go to and everything, is they'll come up here and they'll come in this window. Another great thing, if you're trying to counter that, is you can come up here and you can destroy, well, I wish I had more ammo on that, destroy these windows, and you can jump up here. Because a lot of people will claymore here, or there'll be a sniper waiting in this corner, and you can come up here like a ninja and do some shanking. But, you know, from here, a lot of people will sit on this side, because if they're sniping, they have a great spot from there or here. So just be aware that these are really big hotspot zones that snipers like to sit. So also, if your team's doing well, you push people back. A lot of times a team will spawn back here. So if you do have a precision strike or whatever, if you see that they're spawning close to this side, chances are they'll probably be back here. So that's a good thing to check out. A lot of people also like to sit from these windows, like I was saying before, and shoot. But, you know, a lot of times it's not a lot of traffic. So anyway, it's a pretty good brief overview of this level. I hope that helped you guys. The key is really to just be patient in this game and pick your spots wisely. So I hope that with watching this video, you have a little bit more knowledge of where people tend to float. And if you like this, please subscribe to this channel and help it grow. And stay tuned for the rest of the parts in this series. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Oh, I'm sick and my only cue is subscriptions.